Hey, it's Myers. Got another record review for you here. So just recently, my label Sioux, uh, we did trade with Ghost Highway Records over in Spain. So Marco runs Ghost Highway. He got like 20 copies of the new Brad Marino record for over there in European distribution. So if you're Brad Marino fans over there in Europe, hit up Ghost Highway to grab a copy of the new record, and then so what we got at Sioux, we got like 5 copies of 3 different Jeff Dowell records and 5 copies of this. I didn't have one of these in my personal collection, so 4 copies for sale. I think there's still 2 available for sale. I don't know. I'd have to check the website. But anyways, there's still some Jeff Dowell stuff. There's some Brad Marino, Kurt Baker, Electric Frankenstein, a really great band called Teeth of England that Jack Oblivion plays on. It's a great. I like the Teeth of England album. Relatively unknown, but great. So, anyways, this here is a split between Pat Todd and the Rankoutsiders and the Love Swords, or not the Love Swords, the Guerilla Teens. Sorry, Guerilla Teens is the band, and so this is like a. I love the cover. It's a split 10-inch. It's a tactile feeling. It's feels like the old notebooks used to. The old school folders used to feel like this. So no inserts, just a light paper sleeve deal, and then here's the vinyl. There's the Pat Todd the Rankoutsiders side. Here is the Guerilla Teens side. And so, anyways, between Pat Todd, who, was formerly of Lazy Cowgirls, and Scott Drake, who's formerly of the Humpers, and these guys have been part of the SoCal punk and roll scene for decades now, and like Pat still lives in SoCal. However, Scott has moved to Portland, and but the Lazy Cowgirls forming in the '80s, and really kind of set the stage, and the Humpers followed suit with that whole sort of punk and roll sound. And what's great to me, and this is just my personal opinion, but the killer part of what these guys are doing is they're not stuck in that. I mean, this very much is a punk and roll split. There's 2 songs by each band. 2 songs per side, and each band gets a side. These guys are. This is very much punk and roll, but you could hear the evolution. I mean, quite frankly, if Scott Drake was still doing Positively Sick on 4th Street stuff, and hadn't evolved, or if Pat Todd was still doing, Lazy Cowgirl stuff, like, another bullshit summer song or whatever, it'd be kind of disappointing that these guys haven't evolved or whatever, but they have. This is an evolution. You could hear from, early Lazy Cowgirls to what the Rankoutsiders are doing now. and Pat and I had a conversation on the phone about that, talking about how he feels like he's putting out better music now than he ever has, and look, like we've done we did a 45 with him. We've got another 45 in the mix with those guys. They've done 45s with I-94 Records, my Jim Wren over in Detroit, I-94 Records, done some Pat Todd and Rankoutsiders stuff, Ghost Highway, so they're putting shit out, and like I would agree with Pat that, is better music, is he's evolved, he's doing better now than he ever has, Scott, I've known Scott for close to 30 years now, in the Humpers, and they came to Sioux City and got Mark Lee to join the Humpers in Sioux City. I was there that night when Mark joined the Humpers. It came down like after the show. There was a party at Susie Pete's house that yeah. I mean, so I've known those guys for a while, but and don't get me wrong, dude. I love the fucking Humpers. I love all the guys in the Humpers. I mean, the Humpers to me, are just. I mean, Jimmy is a great fucking guy. I love Jimmy. He's such a sweetheart. Mitch is a total fucking doll. I love him. Mark is like a brother to me. Billy is a great guy. Like I love all the, but what Scott is doing now with the Guerilla Teens, it's kind of an evolution of he's had these other bands, and the Guerilla Teens is just a continuing evolution of where he wants to go from the starting point, and I really admire that as a fan. I admire the fact that he's not a one trick pony. He's not, like when you love a musician or an act or a band or whatever, do you want them to stay stuck and perpetually, put out the same fucking record? Chuck Berry only ever had the same fucking three chords. And, granted, Chuck Berry invented the guitar solo, but, there was so much potential. And, do you just play the same fucking, Johnny Be Good and Maybelline for a 50-year career, or do you write more? Do you expand more? And I get the argument of these bands, like they, all their good records were back then, or what? And it's like maybe not though. I mean. I mean, there was a record when Wilco Johnson got sick. Him and Roger Daltrey did this blues album that they always talked about doing. That Roger Daltrey and Wilco Johnson talked about always wanting to do this record together. And Wilco got sick with cancer, and they decided to do it. And great fucking record, And there's some. Covers of Dr. Feels Good songs on there, and just phenomenal record. And Roger Daltrey doesn't sound like he did in the Who, and his voice has deepened and gotten more gravelly than when he sang "I Can't Explain" or some of those early Who songs, but but it's a masterpiece of an album. I highly recommend it. And some like the newest Who record, not my favorite, but I'm glad they're still doing something, and so retrospectively, some of those later Ramones records, like we kind of cringed when they came out, but the, I'm glad they came out. I'm glad the Ramones didn't stop with the first, 5 or 6 records. I'm glad for Mondo Bizarro and Adios Amigos and some of those records that the Ramones ultimately did. So, the fact that, Pat and Scott are still doing fucking killer shit, great. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. This is fucking killer. If you don't have one, get one. If I sell out, and I'm sure I'll sell all this week, we'll try to do more stuff with Ghost Highway in the future. And then, we're always wanting to do trades with people and whatever. And, and I get it, shipping a record from Europe or whatever is fucking expensive. A 10-inch, first of all, they're not the most practical or whatever, and really, I've not done a split on my label because I don't know how to do one. My label, everybody gets the same deal where, you give me the music and then I'll send it off to be pressed. I'll pay for the pressing and the cover is and whatever, and then the band gets 75 copies and I sell the rest. And so I don't know how I would work a deal like that on a split when there's 2 bands, splitting 75 copies. Is that a fair deal for each band? Or, we do have a split in the works right now of, the Poison Boys and, that's going to be a great fucking, split with, Thunder Roads and the Poison Boys. Thunder Roads, from Japan, which, fucking great band. I fucking love them. And Poison Boys, I'm a big fan of. Poison Boys to me have that whole. To me, the Poison Boys sound like they're picking up where the Dead Boys left off. There's something about the Poison Boys which just they're like this great rock and roll, just like I don't know, I can't explain them. They're great. So like I said, we're doing that split, but that's a deal that they kind of approached me with, and we're doing our best to work it out, because like I told them what my formula is, and I don't know how else to do it, because I don't want to get into money stuff or what. I just think like a straight trade of you guys get 75 copies to sell and yourself, and then what. So because I don't want to ever get in a fucking butthurt situation where somebody feels like I ripped them off or whatever. I don't even want to fucking go there. So, just doing a straight deal of, we'll press 300 copies, you get 75, that's the deal. That's as straight and legit as you can get. But anyways, feel like I'm rambling here. If you like Pat Todd and the Rankoutsiders, if you like Scott Drake's bands, the Guerilla Teens are fucking killer. Both these guys have shit out on my label. We got a Guerilla Teens full length on Sioux, and we've got Pat Todd in the Rankoutsiders 45 out on Sioux. And then, also the Richard Duguay 45. Pat Todd blows harmonica on the B side of that 45. So, you know, definitely check this shit out. Ghost Highway Records over in Spain is fucking great. So, anyways, song I'll play you here is from Guerilla Teens. It's called Mad Love. It's the second song off the Guerilla Teen side. So, anyways, if you like these videos, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. And if you got a punk and roll record you want me to review, play a song off of, address be in the description. So link be in the description, order one of these. So thanks for watching. Bye.